Today is one of the most beautiful days to be out in the Great Trinity Forest. Couldn't ask for better weather. So let's go hit the Buckeye Trail. This is the Texas Buckeye. It's a native Buckeye to Texas. These trees only bloom in the earliest portions of spring, and there are only one or two places in the Great Trinity Forest where you can see buckeyes. There are a lot of master naturalists down here today on their training.
At the ground level here, because we see a lot of these white flowers. They're just starting to open up now. These are called false garlic or crow poison.
In an effort to get more people to come down here, we started inviting people to come on photo shoots down here.
And this is what North Texans should be connected to, our bottomland hardwood forests like this. It's good for you to have some connection to the earth and to a sense of place where you live.
You run across people who think that a lot of this land is empty or undeveloped, or there's nothing here, when really there's a rich and deep biodiverse ecology that exists in the Trinity River. It has been here for time, forever, and we just need to make sure it stays that way.
Here's the thing for me. I am a local resident near the McComas Bluff Trinity River project, and my heart is saddened by such a beautiful spot. And then you look just to your east, and there's a dumping ground, shingles, various plumbing effects and all that, and they're destroying our beautiful river. Intervene on behalf of people that love beauty and sanctity. Please help us. Please help us save the Trinity River.
A lot of people think of the Trinity River as just an irrigation ditch that runs between two levees in downtown Dallas. People often travel hundreds of miles to go visit places in the hill country where they can see bluebonnets, limestone cliffs, and a roaring river, or they don't realize that it's right in their own backyard. It is here just off Loop 12 at a place called McComas Bluff Preserve, and it just seems like such a waste to have this resource neglected when there are a lot of people who would come out to places like this if they knew they existed. Such a brave person to stand up for your rights.
When I received the notice that I was going to be evicted or whatever from here to eminent domain, that's the first thing I said. I'm going to uphold my position and challenge you, because you don't have the right to take the property. You exceeded your needs already, plus your project is already completed, so I don't know what they can come up with. And once again, if we prevail, if we win the case, this is not Coach Solano's victory. It's going to be a victory for all the people that are here. They come here and use the place.
Right.
Man, there's no way they can afford to go and have a function there.
No.
It's $2,500.
Does that trail at the golf course have a horse track that goes around it? Because I want to ride my horse to watch the golf game. Well, we're going to find a way to get to it.
This area was part of what the city purchased several years ago as a small equestrian facility, and over time the park department worked on the project and kind of created another vision. Nonprofits came on board, and what we've got today is the community components. The community that's out here today has all overwhelmingly been excited and ready to see it happen.
Yeah, this is Big Spring in the Great Trinity Forest. It sits next to the Texas Horse Park. It's one of the only natural springs left of this type in Texas, and one of the only natural springs left in Dallas County that still flows freely. The water you see coming out of here has not seen daylight in approximately 800 years. There's an immense amount of marine wildlife and aquatic vegetation that live in the spring. The water here is so clean as it comes out of the ground that one can drink it with their own hands. This is the only one. And it's been a tough, long, hard, uphill battle to save places like this from development. It's a contrast of two worlds. You have the people who live down here and have lived down here and make their living off the land, and we have others that come in here and plunder the land for their own benefit.